On this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this very cute Easter egg cake and these cute little cupcakes. I used an oval pan for this cake, and I didn't level out the top of it. I let the dome stay there, and then I just got a serrated knife and I went along the edges to make sure that it has an even look to it. So now I'm going to frost it. And I also have a frosting tutorial that shows you how to frost a cake so that it is completely smooth and it looks like fondant and it tastes really good. So go ahead and check that out and I'll start frosting. So I've frosted over my cake, and just like in my frosting tutorial, I use a Viva paper towel, and now I'm smoothing all of the edges that need it. Just like that. Now I'm going to keep going around until it is all smooth. Here is my very smooth egg. So that's one way you can do that. But I'm actually going to cover it with fondant because I want it to be super white so that the pastel colors that I'm going to be putting on to decorate it will be able to show through. So I will show you how to cover this oval shape with fondant. I've rolled out my fondant, and as I was rolling, I always made sure to keep my surface full with powdered sugar, and that will help it from sticking or running into any other problems that you've had. And I've used this wooden one, and it's been really great. The fondant has not stuck to it at all. So I've got it pretty thin here, and what I'm going to do is lift it up, scoop my cake into place, and then carefully lay it over. And then I'm going to smooth out the top. And as I go, I'll just smooth out the edges. So I'm pulling with my left hand and smoothing with my right hand. Just keep going around and around until you're to the bottom. think this looks fantastic. So smooth, super easy, and it's really white, which is what I want it to be. So then I'm just going to cut away the edges, and then we'll go from there. Smooth, and it looks beautiful. Now we're ready to decorate. Alright, so I have one layer down, and this is just a zigzag edge from my ribbon cutter. And what I did is I just rolled it right across, and it gives me this zigzag edge that I want. And it looks so cute with this Easter theme. So I also put some sanding sugar on this just to make it a little bit more special, more glittery. And how I did that was I got some clear almond extract, just like this. And it's completely clear, so it's not going to give a color to my fondant. And I got a paintbrush, and I just painted it on. This is to get the fondant wet enough for the sand to stick. So I just go across it once. And this part does get messy, but then I just layer on the sugar. And smooth it on a bit. And then I have a glittered piece. And I like to shake off the excess glitter a little bit like this. And I'm ready to lay it on the cake. I also use the clear almond extract to make sure it stays on the cake instead of slipping off. So sometimes I'll just layer it right on. And there you go. So cute. Okay, this is where I am right now. And so I have my pink stripes done, and I started my green. I did the same zigzag, I just made it a little bit thicker. And then I also did the same glittering technique, except I put the paintbrush one stripe down the middle, and so the sugar only stuck to that. And I thought it would give it a good accent between these two, since they are both zigzagged. And then my big middle layer is going to be blue, and I just sanded that. I'm letting it dry for a second, and then I'll lift it up and shake off the excess, and then we'll put it on the cake. And it's going to go right in the middle, just like that. I have two sizes of circles. My circle cutters, go from really big to really small, but I wanted one smaller than this, and I'm using a 12 tip that you would use for icing, and I'm actually using that to cut out some smaller circles than this one. So that's what I'm going to be doing my yellow fondant with. I'm starting to apply the yellow dots, and in order to make sure they stick, since there is some glitter on the blue stripe, I'm putting some more of an almond extract on the dot on the back side, and then I'm able to carefully place it onto the stripe. And I'm doing that with every one so that either they don't fall off, and it's helpful to not mix the yellow sugar and get it into the blue stripe. Alright, the cake is completed. It is so cute and glittery. I love it. So now we're going to move on to the cupcakes. For the cupcakes, I found such a cute idea on Pinterest, and I decided to make it my own by adding a little different touch to it. So what I'm doing is I'm also using the 233 Wilton tip. Just like my spring cupcakes, this is going to be for grass. So I'm going to do the same thing. I have a much lighter green. This is more of a pastel to just stay in line with the Easter theme. And I'm just going to pipe all the way around. And then I made some chocolate buttercream. And this is going to be like a little nest on the top. I'm using my 22 Wilton star tip. And I'm going to start in the middle and I'm going to go around and basically just making a nest. So I'll start here and go around. So we'll do that. And then I'm using Cadbury eggs, which are my all-time favorite, and you'll just stick them in the nest right around each other like that. And then you can do some touch-ups on the grass if you want to add it a little bit higher than the nest so the nest blends in a little bit. You can definitely do that. All right. And you can do that for all 3 cupcakes, or as many cupcakes as you need. When I was at the craft store, I found some adorable, cute Easter paper. This one says like Happy Easter with bunnies and flowers and cute pastel colors. And I also found this plaid paper that goes right along with the colors that I'm using. So I decided that I would incorporate this into my cupcakes. So this is what I did. I cut out a strip of the paper, probably about 1 inch wide, and then I wrapped it around and I taped it with glue in the back. And I have the Happy Easter showing in the front, but there's so many cute sayings and words and pictures. So I'm going to show you how to do the plaid one. And I think it's cute to, you know, cover this up, and it adds a really unique element and touch to it. So here's the plaid paper that I'm doing, and I'm going to stick the piece of tape so that it's ready, and I'm going to wrap it around the cupcake base. And then as I'm wrapping, just stick it together with the tape. So then you have a very cute and decorative holder for the cupcakes. It is so cute. Or, I mean, if you have really cute cupcake liners, you could just leave it like that. And there you go.